Hello YouTube, welcome to my motovlog, or my motovlog with a little twist as I'm riding a scooter, a Vespa GTS 300 Super 2015 to be exact. I want to start things off by giving a little shout out to a few of the vloggers that I really enjoy and that kind of inspired me to do this, and that'd be Motonosity, 6'4" Honda, and Snowcat. I love their channels, you should check them out, they're great. So, why buy a scooter and not a motorcycle? I think for one thing, I think a scooter is less intimidating than a motorcycle. You don't have to shift. I think when most people think of a scooter, they think it's safer than a motorcycle, although I would disagree with that. And I'll probably talk about that in another video since I see a ton of scooter riders in Austin riding around in flip-flops and tank tops or no helmet, or I wear a full-face helmet, a riding jacket, jeans, gloves, the whole deal. But I think it's a little less intimidating when you're trying to talk your loved ones into letting you get a two-wheeled vehicle, motor vehicle. That a scooter, it's just, like I said, less intimidating. It doesn't. Motorcycles have a certain connotation to them, good, bad, or indifferent. But I think most people think of motorcycles as being super dangerous, whereas they think of scooters as, they're probably thinking the little 50cc models that, people ride around, Italy or whatever. So that's one reason. The other reason is I really want to use it, all year round. And the one thing a scooter offers that most motorcycles don't is extra storage capacity. So one of my hopes is in the future I can, next year when my car is paid off, I can just get rid of my car, sell it off, and maybe buy another scooter, something a little bit bigger. But the one thing the extra storage capacity gives you is it allows you to run errands and, run to the grocery store. And I think that those things would be pretty difficult on most motorcycles. Not to say that I'm opposed to motorcycles. Eventually I would really like to get one. But I think for the most part right now, I'm really interested in scooters. You don't have to shift. It's the twist and go thing. Extra storage, like I said, less intimidating. Both looking, the perception of somebody who rides a scooter is not very intimidating. Whereas, I think people tend to be put off by people who ride motorcycles a little bit. I mean, not saying everybody, but some people do. And so I got the scooter mainly to commute to and from the train station. I live about a mile away from the train station, and I take the train to downtown Austin every day for work. And the last time I did that, a few years ago, I had another job where I worked downtown. I ended up killing my car by doing it. Well, I mean, to be fair, it was kind of on its deathbed to begin with, but eventually the oil pump gave out, and I think it's because when you drive a car really short distance, and that's all you drive it. And that's what I was doing because it was kind of on its last leg. Eventually the oil pump gave out, the oil got really frothy, and from what I understand, I could be 100% wrong, so if you're a mechanic, tell me down below. But if you don't drive your car to the point where it heats up, the condensation never comes out of the oil. Again, I'm not a mechanic, so I have no idea. But anyway, my car died from that, and I thought, well, this is a good opportunity to get a scooter. Kind of always been interested in one, and this would be a good opportunity, a new job. And so I've more or less been doing that. It is a little bit more difficult to get up in the morning and take the train, so there have been weeks where I've just driven my car downtown because I do have a parking spot down there. But last week, I took the train all last week, which is pretty cool. The one fun thing about taking your scooter to the train station or just driving, if you have a motorcycle or a scooter, driving it to work, is that no matter what, you'll at least be driving your motorcycle twice a day, or your scooter, your two-wheeled vehicle, I should say, twice a day, which is, kind of puts a nice fun start and cap to your day. I know I really enjoy my my quick 5-10 minute ride to the train station and my 5-10 minute ride back from the train station. So no matter what, every day I know I'm riding my scooter, and it's really enjoyable. Even in this horrible Texas heat that we're having right now. Yeah. So anyway, that's kind of why I got the scooter. I hope, like I said, in the future, I hope to ride more and get more two-wheeled vehicles, whether they're scooters or motorcycles or maybe even one of those Can-Am Spyders. It's not really a two-wheeled vehicle, but it's not a car. It's a trike, I guess, except the two wheels are in the front. Or a Pelagio MP3, which is a very similar but a scooter. And I'm hoping to ride year-round, so I may end up making more modifications to the scooter. I might have to get some heated grips or whatever. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to play it by ear since I've only been riding for 2 months, and I don't know how it's all going to go. But the one nice thing about living in Austin is that if there's a chance of freezing rain or really bad weather like that, pretty much everything shuts down anyway, so there's no real worry about, having to ride in the snow or in the ice. It's just not going to happen. And even if we got rid of one car, we would still have one, and for the most part, my wife works from home, so she could drop me off at the train station or even drop me off at work. Or I could take the car if she's working from home and doesn't need it. So we'll see how that plays out. So why vlog, I guess, is maybe another question I could answer. I bought these GoPros I bought this GoPro a while back. I've actually bought 2 of them. I'm only using one right now, obviously. But I was hoping to do a bunch of kayaking videos, and I did a few on a different channel. And it was fun. Kayaking was always kind of a pain as a hobby. In the summer heat, it takes a lot of effort. You really should go out with somebody else. So it wasn't something I could do by myself. So if I just wanted to go out and make a video, that wasn't possible. So I didn't do much with it. And plus, when I go out kayaking, you shoot 4 hours worth of video on 2 cameras. It's a lot of video to edit down into 5 minutes or whatever. But when I started riding, I started watching moto vlogs. I just really got into it. And I started searching around for scooter moto vlogs. And no matter what I search, scooter vlog, moto vlog, there are some one-off vlogs. Like, it seems like people wanted to start one and just never got into it. So anyway, I thought, well, no one else is doing it. Why not? Why not me? So we'll see how it goes. I'm still getting used to it. I definitely feel like I'm rambling. So if I am, let me know in the comments below. I tried to pick out a few topics to talk about and go over. If there's anything specific you think I should talk about, scooter related or whatever, let me know in the comments below. I could shoot some videos. I could shoot a video of my scooter and take a look at some of the different features, some of the reasons why I bought it. I can show you the storage and all that. I can also talk about some of my plans for modifying the scooter, adding new things, and explain why I want to do those things. So let me know in the show notes below. So a little really quick about my channel name. It's 512 or Ride 512, and the URL is 51 or youtube.com/ride512com, because Ride 512 wasn't available, I guess, and I do own the domain name ride512.com, and I hope to turn that into a blog one of these days, where I talk about different places in Austin to ride, different routes I suggest, different places I suggest stopping, different restaurants and bars and things to see. And hopefully I get to that soon. I've just been preoccupied with some other things, and I didn't want to hold off doing blogs until that was done, because that could, take a little while. Sadly, even though I'm a web developer by profession, it's like the cobbler's children have no shoes. Sometimes you just get preoccupied with work and you get a little burnt out. You don't want to go home and work on another web project all night. But anyway, the channel 512 is the area code for Austin, Texas, which is where I live. Well, at least I live in the general vicinity. And like I mentioned, one of the reasons that I picked that name is because I would like to highlight, riding around Austin, and if I get involved, I'd like to highlight the riding community, the scooter community, the two-wheeled riding community, and just highlight some places that might be easier for people on motorcycles and scooters to get to. I've already found a restaurant that parking is almost impossible for cars. I found a couple restaurants where parking is easier for motorcycles and scooters than it is for cars. So anyway, I'll highlight some of that either in videos or on the blog when it gets done. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. So I will try to record as many videos as I can, try to keep the rambling to a minimum, and hopefully they get better, and I will stop saying and but anyway and those kind of things as I start to get used to it more. There we go. Sorry. I will. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. That would be awesome. You can also follow me on follow Ride512 on Instagram, and the username is just Ride512. Check that out. I try to take pictures when I go different places, different restaurants, food trailers, that kind of stuff. The scooter, I take pictures of the scooter around town. It's a little bit more instantaneous than following the blogs. You have to edit the blogs. They probably won't go out until the day after or later on that day, whereas Instagram is instantaneous. So check that out. I appreciate it. Stick with me. Things will get better. I'll get better at talking to myself and to you as time goes on. So thank you very much for watching, and hopefully you stick around and watch me grow as a rider and as a motovlogger.